Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Shelly John don't come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do.
Florida man standing in his sunroof while driving his Cadillac down I-40.
What you gonna do, what you gonna do when they come for you?
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Reina Creole, and I'm here with Culture Casino, who is doing his best Miss America wave, which I love so very much. And we love that you are here with us this evening for the Welcome to Florida show, the show where we have fun, laughing, cringing, feeling real good about our life choices, and proving to folks all over the world that yes, Florida man is indeed real. And
isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So is Florida. I mean, it's not just the men type.
Yeah, this time we're going after the we're going to give the Florida women equal opportunity, and
right.
in the spirit of there, but for the grace of God go I. Guess what? I have my own Florida woman story. Well, one of several, but one I'll tell you tonight, because one of the stories, it's just like, I don't agree, but I understand, because I was almost at that point. So you're going to get one of those stories from me tonight. But first of all, thank you. Got folks watching on YouTube, folks watching on X. So if you're on YouTube, please do hit that like button. And please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you are on X, please do heart this stream on X. Follow me on X as well. And first of all, right out the gate, Scott Westbrook gives 10 Reina Creole memberships. Thank you so very much. Let's hit you up with let's hit you up with this.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire.
Thank you so much for gifting those 10 memberships. Please do make sure, folks, if you got gifted a membership from Scott Westbrook, please do drop him a note of thanks there in the chat. Scott, he supports so many of our channels with these gifted memberships, which are good for a month. And if you remember, guess what? We will be having a watch party. I haven't decided which movie yet, but we get to watch it all together. That's one of the perks of membership, where we get to watch it on a server other than YouTube, which is why we can all see the movie at the same time. So thank you so much, Scott, for that. I appreciate it. Let's see who else we got here in the chat coming in. There's Snorter Poopus Cooper, who says hello, humans and other critters. Well, hello. I'm glad you're here. The polar bear from Pinellas County. Maybe Pinellas might be in the story lineup tonight. I don't know. We'll have to see. And Mark Daly says, greetings from the capital of Florida, aka South Georgia. Good to see you, my dear. Hope all is doing well. Let's see. Hell hath no fury like a Florida woman scorned. No. And I'm not exempt from that rule, actually. But like I said, we'll get into it later. DJ Knight is here. Hello, my darling. I hope you're doing well tonight. Good seeing you. The artist captured the Florida woman uniform, tank top, flip-flops, and Daisy Dukes. That's CJ. So he's done enough of these to figure out exactly how to portray Florida woman. Mary White with that amazing avatar. I love it. Says, hi, everybody. Well, hello. Good to see you. We have also got D Nice Gamer in the chat. Good to see you, my dear. Hope you're doing amazing on this Sunday evening. Bad. Yep. Yep. Inner Circle. I don't even know how much they have made in royalties off of that song. I love it. Absolutely do. Thanatos Felicitas says hello everyone. Well, hello, and good to see you. Good to see you. Got Dadman Walker 55 in the chat. He says, hail from the greatest state in the union, where the only thing crazier than Florida man is Florida woman. At rehab with mom, so have a great stream. Well, tell mom we said hello, and hope things go well. Go well for her. Let's see who else we got. We have got Fallout Dave in the chat. Says, hey, Reina Creole. Hey, Culture. Every time I see your avatar, I'm just like, I got to get back to Fallout.
Yeah. You need to get back. Start playing. Come on.
Yeah. I'll get to it.
Mm.
I'll get to it. Starlina 27. Hello, my dear. Says, oh gosh, Florida woman going crazy on a day that ends in Y. Yes. It's different down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Snortapoopa says Culture Casino, aka the Dancing Bear.
That's right.
You're a dancing bear?
Yeah. On my what was it, 30K celebration stream, I got a what do you call it? A bear costume like Jay, except not like Jay. Unlike Jay, like it was a bear. It was not a Canadian bear. Like I'm like,
it's a real bear.
I was not bringing the Canadian to the party, but Jay did. So Jay, I wasn't gonna copy Jay exactly because
Oh, so you were like the White Claw bear, right?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, that's me, White Claw.
Yeah, I'm gonna raid the refrigerator.
That's right. I remember that story. That's a crazy story.
Oh, it was nuts.
That was pretty wild. To be
Sorry,
sure.
I thought I heard Professor X whining somewhere.
I thought I heard I heard a little aminal too, or I thought.
Yeah.
I thought I heard a pal calling for help because
I
I am a pal to all animals. So.
Yeah, well, he's already been fed, but he's just like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Also, he might jump up here too. So, just saying.
There you go.
Just saying. Let's see who else we got. Did I hear about the crocodiles on the golf course? Gators are one thing, but crocs will eat you. No, but Florida is one of the places where crocs and gators pretty much get along. So that does not surprise me at all. We are in the swamp, and yeah, give those folks a wide freaking berth.
I've played plenty of rounds of golf on golf courses dodging gators. So you just have somebody know where the gator is while you take your shot, and then you know where the gator is while they take their shot, and then you move on. Yeah. And if you hit the ball anywhere near it, that's a free drop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Several yards away, free drop.
Perfectly understandable. Yeah. Gator always wins. Crocodile always wins. Let's see. Hey, how you doing, Guy Scar? The Bosco Scenarios is Reina Creole. Hola, hermana. Hola, mi hermano. And glad you're here. And folks, you got to check out Bosco Scenarios channel. He has the hangout. I think you guys have the hangout on Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. I don't know. I just know every time you tag me in, and I usually retweet it. But good to see you. Good to see you here. It's funny. I saw a license plate, a car with Quebec license plates on it at Target. I think there's no roads.
I thought they weren't going to come down here to Marca because they're boycotting us. How's that working out for for us? Doesn't seem like it's working out for us.
No, they're not boycotting.
I think they just realized, you know what? It's going to be a lot cheaper to go down to Marca right now.
Mm-hmm.
And your government's not getting better. Sorry. I think that was supposed to happen today. Their guys are finally ditching Justin, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. The only way folks are going to sell their houses down here is if the Canadian dollar drops. That's the only way they sell they sell their house. Guess what? Or is it the other way around? I think it's the other way around. Forget I said that. Anyway, no, Canadians are not going anywhere. Canadians have been in the state for I don't know how long. They're snowbirds, just like the ones from the Northeast. They have ties down here, real estate down here.
Yeah, and they love to bring their white knees down to the beaches, so it's super fun.
Yeah, real fun. Although you guys really didn't bring too many of the geese down here, because Sandhill Crane said, mm-mm.
Well, actually, I said knees, but yes, also the geese as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although y'all got to stop. You got to stop driving on the shoulder. I mean, the ones from Ontario, y'all know how to drive. No problem. No problem. Quebecers, for some reason, y'all just, between the ones from Quebec who drive on the shoulder and people who are used to driving the way they want to drive on the island, it is crazy wild down here. Let me tell you. Oh, you can hook me up with some mods? Okay. That is cool. Thank you. And the Major is here throwing out those member emojis, which I need to update because we got more from all these stories. Let's see. Maybe pick up some bear claws. Okay. Yeah, he's always into something. He'll go up under the desk. He knows exactly when I sign on to my stream. He knows exactly when I sign off, because as soon as I sign off, he starts crying. And he knows the cues. He knows the cues. Let's see. Wednesday. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Yes. The hangout on Bosco's channel is on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. So you don't want to miss that for sure. Hey, Lonnie, how you doing? Says, howdy, folks. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Lonnie.
Yes. Hope you're doing well. Good seeing you. And wife of Comics Dad, hello. Says, hey, Lorena, just wanted to pop in and say hello. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Yes, I am having an amazing Sunday because I'm here with you guys and with culture. And one of the things that I love about my live streams is that you guys in the chat are the co-hosts of any of my live streams, because I tell you, you guys make the show. Pretty much all my live streams, you guys in the chat make the show. Yep, new leader today, but election hopefully soon. Election is still happening this year. Liberal Party selected a new leader, and our dollar is tanking bad, so it's likely that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's not cool. When your currency drops like that, because of course, it's like it takes more of it, to buy things, especially if you go to other countries. Like the only time when I went to Canada, of course, every time I went, US dollar exchange rate, I could buy a whole lot more stuff, which is why I always came back from Canada with like $300 worth of chocolate or something like that. But then when I went to the UK and had to exchange money for pounds, I literally wanted to cry. Oh, but hopefully things are gonna bounce back. Hey, CJ says there's the ones that can afford to go down on a yearly basis and live there won't suddenly stop. No, there is a cottage industry of not only of Brits moving to Florida, but Canadians moving to Florida. And also remember, folks, Stanley Cup's been here for 2 years. And between all the Canadian hockey players who stay here, they're not giving it up. They're not giving it up. All because of those potholes. Ontario have never driven over the shoulder. Nah, it's for some reason it's a Quebec thing. I don't get it, but you know, it's they just do it, and it makes zero sense. Gary makes zero sense. Um, well, nah. When I had the gaming computer before I had to take it down, he would try to sit on it. This one, it's a little mini computer, so he can't get there. So he's got his bed under the desk. So let's see, listless receptionist. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. I do appreciate it. You members love you to death.
I know who this is. I know who this
do.
young lady is.
You
Yeah,
do.
I do. I think I've met her before.
Really?
Maybe even at the Vegas meetup at the very first one. Trying to remember, but I think it's possible.
Oh, well, I'm loving her avatar for real. Cause you got my favorite color on there. I love that bluish green. One of my favorites. Let's see. As long as Canadians behave themselves, it should be fine. I haven't been to Florida in forever. For the most part, Canadians are cool. We just got to remind them to, do stuff like wear sunscreen repeatedly because we have strong sun
and
strong
watch out.
sun down here.
Yeah, and your knees will burn first, apparently. I don't know, or your feet. It's really strange. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. But yeah, just do that. Canadians are just happy to be where it's warm.
I think Rock Lobster by the B-52s is probably based on the Canadian sunburn, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, only the UK sunburn is worse. I God, keep telling y'all. Again, I don't have to tell the Australians this because they already know. Florida's the Australia of the States, but you get folks coming over here from Europe. Our sun is no joke. It's not. I can't tell you how many cases of heat stroke I've seen at the parks. It's just insane. Insane. I've never worn sunscreen in my life. Oh, I'm glad you can get away with that. Yeah, some people can, and they won't have to wear sunscreen, but I did. One, to prevent premature aging, and two, because one time I was on the west coast of Florida and I was on a beach, I think it was near Venice, and got sunburned. I'd never gotten sunburn in my life. I've been on the beaches on the East Coast, apparently, because the beaches on the West Coast, I guess they're like white, like pure white sand, instead of like on the Atlantic side, it's mostly, pummeled shells, and it's like a darker color of sand. I was miserable for a freaking week. I could not believe that I got sunburned like that. I don't get it.
It could be the closer you get to the equator, the more you need to take care of your skin. That would be my guess.
Yeah, that too. And if you live somewhere, like say you live on an island that's got a lot of a lot of humidity, especially in the Caribbean, yeah, you really don't as much. But also, people live differently. Like they wear big hats. You're not out there, the heat. When the sun is blazing down on you and trying to kill you, like in the Super Mario game, stuff like that. Yeah.
Ouchie. Yeah, don't get the ouchie. Ouchie, no fun. No fun.
Yeah,
ouchie.
it's not like that. Snorter Pooper says sunburned Canadian smelling bacon. Yeah, Europeans too. Something else. Poor Lorena, sunburn is no joke. Yeah, I thought my skin would never be normal again. It's like touch it and you could see where the fingerprints per. And the funny thing is, I didn't know it. I didn't realize it until I got home and woke up.
Oh, I bet you that was a rough wake up. Oh.
I could not freaking believe what oh my gosh, it was nuts. It was
It
nuts. So yes,
It hurts and you feel it. Like you put on shoes, you're like, oh, ouchie.
I couldn't eat clothes on. Just yeah. It was ridiculous. So contrary to popular opinion, yes, Black people can get sunburned. Especially some of us with certain European ancestry that can happen. But that was White Sand Beach. White Sand Beach reflects the sun's rays. Just saying, gotta worry about that. But what I'm definitely not worried about right now is the 75 of you guys in
Hi,
here
everybody.
in the chat. So glad to have you all in here. Let's see. Let's start with our first Florida woman story. Here we go. All right, coming to us from News Channel 8. And no, I don't care about your cookies. I really don't care about your cookies.
I want the cookies.
I don't want your cookies.
None of your cookies. None of your cookies.
No, I don't. I don't
None
want your
ya.
cookies. I got a pop-up blocker. Anyway, Florida woman attacked man with a Pringles can. Deputies say. Okay.
What?
Out of all, well, technically anything can be used as a weapon, but a Pringles can is kind of light. I mean, unless it was full or she had something in it other than Pringles chips.
It could rattle your chitlins.
I don't really. Once you pop, you can't stop popping people.
There it is. There's your new slogan right there. Right there.
Yep.
Mhm.
I just want to know how she used this as a weapon. I'm curious. Did the Pringles break? Well, Terry Rose, we are gonna find out. So here
All
we
right.
go. Orlando, Florida. I want to know exactly where. A Florida woman was look this up, accused of attacking a man with Pringles on Thursday, which would have been last Thursday. The Orange County Sheriff's Office was called to a 7-Eleven on International Drive for a
Oh, thank
reported
heaven.
fight.
Oh, thank heaven.
Oh my God. Yes, she does, Mark Daly.
Jeez.
Here's my sister. It says pop, pop, pop. The Pringles don't stop. Oh, good to see you, my dear. On International Drive. Strange things are afoot on International Drive at night. A man told deputies that Shanika Serdal hit him in the eye with a Pringles chip can and then ran off. The responding deputy reported the victim had a significant cut on his right eyebrow and below his eye, causing him to bleed. Deputies later found Serdal with the Pringles can in her possession. She was arrested and charged with aggravated battery. Okay. I can kind of see how this would work. I'm guessing that this man was in very close proximity to her. So she wouldn't have had to throw the can very far to actually injure him like that. Because those cans are not super heavy. She wouldn't have been able to really nail him from way, way far away because they're not that heavy, and gravity is gonna pull that down way, way faster. So that's my guess. Although why she did it, I don't know. And I think there's more to this story. He doesn't know how to pop and weave. From a Pringles can. Yes, from a Pringles can. Again, I'm thinking she's right there. Maybe it was the wrong day. Maybe she just didn't want to deal with people. Maybe she was pissed off at relatives. I don't know, but she just picked up a can and hit him at the right angle, you know. Starlina says, I'll ask this again. What is it the people of Florida are eating and drinking? So many whack stories. This one, they're saying a Florida woman was accused. I don't know if she lived actually there or not. The reason why I say that is International Drive is a tourist trap. And you have people there from all over. And at night, it's a little crazy. It reminds me of why Walt Disney wanted to make sure he owned enough land to isolate Walt Disney World, because you get stuff like this on International Drive. So who the heck knows? Hey, Erica, I'm trying to process that one. Aggravated battery with potato chips. I forgot about the time difference. Glad I didn't miss. Oh, well, glad you're here, my dear. Yeah, we're looking at the lady who decided to use a Pringles can as a deadly weapon. Depends if the can is full or not. They do have that aluminum base. Yes, that's exactly, that's my thing exactly. That it had to be full of chips, and she had to be very, very, very close, because I'm not pegging somebody at 30 feet. If you can dodge a Pringles can, you can dodge a ball. You want crazy, go to Ybor City in Tampa. Oh, I've been to Ybor City. Yes, I have been to Ybor City. Gaming, talk about potato aim. I'm like running a physics problem in my head with the Pringles answer. That's what I do. Engineers are weird. We do stuff like that. All right. Well, moving on from the dude from a Florida woman assaulting somebody with a Pringles can. From Florida News 10, Florida woman goes berserk after not getting her Raising Cane's sauce, police say. Again, I don't agree, but I understand. From the principle of, if I order sauce and you don't give me my sauce, that's a problem. I had to bless somebody out in Spanglish at the Pollo Tropical because they forgot to include my guava barbecue sauce, and I clearly had that on my order. So, coming us from Largo, Florida, Florida woman who became enraged. Look at that lovely, lovely hair color shade there. Became enraged because she did not get sauce from Raising Cane's and was arrested after confronting a manager at the fast food restaurant. Police say, according to an arrest affidavit. Let's see. Part of Pink and Blue hair. Oh, it is Pinell. Let's see. I told you. Knew we had to have a Pinell story in here. Let's see. She said, according to the arrest affidavit, Largo police said Mackenzie Keeling, 31, became upset after placing a mobile pickup order and discovering that she was missing 8 packs of Raising Cane sauce.
Okay, I think that was just an oversight, but whatever.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, and if you have pink and blue hair, you probably are used to disappointment.
Yeah, probably disappointment from your parents finding out you dyed your hair color like that. So let's see. Police says Keeling called the restaurant on a Saturday night and said she was returning to pick up the sauce. Okay, that happens. One time I ordered something from Chick-fil-A and they were missing some of the stuff. I just brought it back, explained to the manager, They were like, thank you, and even gave me extra sauce that I didn't ask for, and refunded my money for my meal, which I did not ask them to do. So, anyway. Keeling arrived at the restaurant, and police said the victim, who is the manager at the location, greeted the defendant and inquired how she could assist the defendant. Very polite. Defendant requested her missing sauce, which the victim provided. Should be case closed, right? Then the defendant requested additional sauces for free for wasting her time and gas, to which the victim declined. Yeah, she gave you what you asked for, okay? But they forgot. The suspect then demanded to know the manager's name, but the manager did not tell her. No, her name was not Karen. All right. The officer said Keeling became hostile both verbally and physically and was yelling in the restaurant and disturbing staff and customers. So, according to the affidavit, the defendant then shot at her right hand with force that struck the victim in her right thigh. The defendant utilized this force and momentum to pull the victim's lanyard that contains the victim's employee card and keys to the restaurant and is attached to the victim's belt loop on her right hip away from the defendant, attempting to temporarily deprive the victim of property. When in the course of the attempt, there was force, violence, battery, and the victim was in fear. Police say other workers at the restaurant witnessed the attack, and it was caught on surveillance video. Boom, you caught in 4K. Keeling was arrested and charged with strong arm robbery. Wait. There's different categories of robbery. I've never heard strong arm robbery as a
Would that be
charge.
what I don't know? Is that a physical move? See, there's different kinds of armed robbery. Like, one, if you actually move somebody from position to position, in some states that's called a kidnapping as well. If you actually physically move somebody, like you rob a bank. I'm not sure what if Scott would or others would know, but because I'm not familiar with the legal side of the charges or anything, but I feel like when you physically move somebody in a bank, if you're robbing a bank and you're armed, that's even worse because you'll get tagged with a kidnapping charge because you physically moved them against their will. And then they have like you're not armed with like a gun, but you something else is going on there. It's never a good idea. By the way, if you're gonna do that, don't touch the people. Just threaten them a little bit. Tell them you're gonna drop a stink bomb. I mean, it's relatively inoffensive, but I'm kidding. A joke.
You're gonna write a letter to corporate. I mean, post something on social media.
I will tell everybody that you have a pink thing around your license plate. But anyway, no, just don't do this. Don't go rob people. But yeah, there are different things. Yeah, robbery is force, fear without a weapon. There you go. Yep.
And Lonnie says strong armed robbery means you use no weapons in the act of assault.
There you go. Okay, very good. See, I knew these people would know. Love you guys.
This is why we love the
great
chat.
The great chat. That's right.
Y'all let us know.
Yeah, and you were fast. And Prime is like, yes. Now, is that Karen Prime hiding under a new image?
Is it?
Because Karen Prime has showed up back in my chat. I see Karen Prime occasionally. Is this a new look, or is this a new person? Because I saw Karen Prime the other day. I was like, this is great.
I miss Karen Prime though.
Yeah.
I miss her. Scott says culture is right about the kidnapping thing too. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
See, it's asking you shall receive. Yeah, you guys are great.
Exactly. So we got our Pinellas County story out of the way. I love it. Okay. This next one. Granted, my relatives didn't go this far, but they threatened a lot. Recipe for disaster. Woman arrested for stabbing boyfriend after he refused to eat her cooking. Women in my family used to threaten people. Not with bodily force, not with something like this, but like, yeah, I worked on it. You're going to eat it. Okay. Of course, they tried that with me with black eyed peas. I said, no, I'm not going to eat that. But let's check out this lady here. A woman was arrested last week and charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon after allegedly stabbing her boyfriend for refusing to eat her cooking. We're past 30 minutes into the stream. I can do this. Coral Springs Police Department arrest report shows that officers responded to the scene near 8500 block and Northwest 35th Street on February 26th. Upon arrival, records show they discovered the suspect, Nativia Auguste. Not that I'm trying to profile, but that may be a Haitian last name, of Coral Springs, attempting to hide in the bushes of a neighborhood victim. Okay. See, you're going to stab someone. Okay, well, I guess you didn't want to get caught. Okay. According to the report, officers met with the victim who informed them that an argument began between him and Auguste, his girlfriend, over his reluctance to eat her cooking. The victim told CPSD the disagreement escalated when Auguste allegedly slapped him while he was sitting in the living room. Keep your hands to yourself, folks. Really, keep your hands to yourself. The altercation continued into the kitchen, where the victim said he confronted Auguste about the slap. At that moment, Auguste grabbed an 8-inch kitchen knife from her counter and slashed it at him. In an attempt to defend himself, the victim said he raised his arms and sustained 2-inch laceration to the left forearm. According to the records, at the moment the victim was stabbed, a witness called 911. Okay, so somebody saw this going down. So thankfully, they called 911. But yeah, it's crazy. Realizing that law enforcement had been contacted, Goose fled the apartment and was later found hiding near her residence on Woodside Drive. And officers took her into custody without incident. The victim was transported to Broward Health, where he received stitches before being released. So with the victim on the way to the hospital and a witness being interviewed, officers turned to processing the scene and recovered the kitchen knife as evidence. Blood was also found on the living room floor, consistent with the victim's claims. During an interview with police, Auguste reportedly admitted to being upset over the victim's refusal to eat with her, but denied using a knife, instead claiming she struck him with a napkin holder. A napkin holder does not make a 2-inch laceration. Just saying. So Auguste was arrested and transported to the Broward County main jail. Broward County. I tell you, Broward County, the subject of so many episodes of Cops. This actually sounds like an episode of Cops. So she slapped him first and then stabbed him. This means must have been something. I think, yeah, something just set her off. Who knows what the domestic situation was at the time, but again, you keep your hands to yourself.
I closed my eyes a couple of times during this one because I'm just trying to picture it, and strangely, an actual goose kept popping up in my head.
Really?
Yeah, because I was thinking, a goose could definitely, throw a napkin holder or get a hold of a knife, and especially if it's a Canadian goose, like it could just show up and just Maybe
that sounds like Untitled Goose Game.
I mean, you've seen that though, right? You've seen like the knife wielding iguana and stuff like that. I mean, you know, it happens.
Yeah, I saw a knife wielding crab too.
That yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
scary. Look out. Yeah. I'm just
they're
saying.
just nuts. Yeah,
Just saying.
yeah, they're just saying.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, not saying. We're just saying. So, yeah, refuse to eat her. Oh Lord, folks, keep your hands to yourself and take a walk if you're if you're that pissed off. You
Disgruntled.
know, yeah, disgruntled. Do something else. Canadian geese are no joke. Don't press them. Oh, I've threatened some Canadian geese when they've tried coming after
I'm just
me.
saying. That's why I was like, I closed my eyes, and that's what I was picturing. I'm like, oh boy, that Canadian geese. No.
They're loud. They crap all over the place. But down here in Florida, we have this thing called a sandhill crane.
Oh yeah.
The Canadian geese work for the sandhill crane. They're just that nuts. Oh my gosh. I'm like, wow, those Canadian geese are actually scared of the sandhill cranes, There's a yarn called Canadian poop crane. Y'all give me flashbacks. I tell you. Well, on to our next story here. Wow. I'm gonna say bad choice, but I understand. Florida teen admits to vandalizing car she thought belonged to ex-boyfriend.
Oh no.
Oh
man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Volusia County. Oh no. Okay, Volusia County. No. Yeah, I've got relatives in Volusia County. A Florida teenager is facing charges along with a friend. Oh shoot. She got
somebody else busted. You did your friend dirty by doing that. Come on now. Come on.
I know your friend. How do I put this? There's always that one friend where you get pissed off and they're basically like, all right, who we got to take out?
Yeah.
And you don't think?
We're going to come to blows. That's our plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not a great plan.
No, not a great one. And yeah, was it a Tesla? Because I have no idea. We're gonna find out. And yes, Mark, rule number 1, make sure you get the right car. So let's see. After she said she spray painted and threw eggs. First of all, do you know how expensive eggs are?
Yeah, that's like not cheap.
Yeah.
Why you spending $12 to wreck somebody's day? You spent too much money.
You know what? She probably stole those eggs out the
did.
house refrigerator. Yeah. She didn't buy them. She's like, I don't buy them. Just grabbed it,
Yeah.
I did like that. According to the Volusia County Sheriff's deputies, Evelina Fabianski, 18, she's an adult, and a 16-year-old friend, she's going to juvie, admitted to the vandalism after Fabianski said she was upset with her ex-boyfriend on Wednesday. Deputies say the vehicle in question in the Deltona area turned out to be a neighbor's car and not her ex-boyfriend's car. Yes, rule number 1, make sure you get the right car. All right. An empty bottle of Crown Royal, Canadian whiskey, and an empty can of yellow spray paint was also recovered at the scene, according to deputies. Fabianski faces charges of criminal mischief, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, possession of alcohol under 21, and driving under the influence. Again, I
don't do that.
Don't do that. I mean, I get it. Ex-boyfriends will do things, and especially when that young, you have a certain certain reaction. Let's see. Case in point. All right. Well, statute of limitations is up, so I'm okay with this. Let's just say
Uh-oh.
let's just say back when I was
Uh-oh.
younger. Back when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was engagement number 1. Okay, so apparently the person that I was engaged to thought that it was perfectly okay to have his side piece come visit him in Florida.
No.
And
Oh.
have me not find out about it.
Oh, bad
But
idea,
I did
James.
find out
Bad
about
idea,
it.
James.
And when I did, I got in my car and drove over to his house.
Oh boy.
Drove to the house, drove around the block a couple of times because I was looking for his car because he had this Mustang that he absolutely loved. And I'm like, yeah, I can key it and slash the tires and be away before anybody knows. Or maybe not enough time to put sugar in the gas tank, but I could probably shove a banana in the tailpipe and get out of there before he knows anything happened.
We're not gonna fall for the old banana in the tailpipe.
No. We're not gonna do that. But yeah, I knew that they were both in the house.
Oh no.
So I'm trying to figure out exactly what I am going to do with this particular situation. And it's like, obviously, it's an emotional thing. And anybody who says that women do not have any crazy in them, either you're lying or you just have not been triggered yet. Okay. So while I'm sitting there trying to figure out what to do, I said, you know what? I think I'm going to call another crazy Florida woman. So I called my mom.
Oh no.
And I tell her what happened. And she's just like, okay, you need to just go drive home. Stop by the supermarket, get some Ben and Jerry's, and then drive home. I'm like, okay. So I get home. I am really, really, hard to imagine me angry. And I'm just going through every single scenario that I can do to completely F up his car and drag the side piece chick out by her freaking hair.
Oh boy.
Okay. Because she knew that I was engaged. She knew that he was engaged, but she just didn't really care about that. Cause it's just like, yeah, just gonna, I'm gonna freaking do what I want. So my mom says, okay, I got a plan for you. I got a plan for what you're gonna do, because you don't want to go to jail for this dude. I'm like, no, I don't want to go to jail.
No,
I do not want to go to jail.
No.
So she's like, I got something for you, what you can do. So I'm listening, and I'm like, wow, that's actually a pretty good idea. So next day goes by. I know this chick is at the house because I confronted the fiance about it. And he's like, well, I don't know what to do. I'm like, oh my God, you're wishy-washy as all hell. You freaking kidding me about this? I'm like, all right. He's like, well, what are you going to do? I said, oh, you'll find out. He leaves. I call his house. Answer machine picks up. And I basically tell the side piece, I know she's there listening. And if she knows what's good for her, she will be on the first thing smoking out of Orlando. Because if she isn't, it's not going to end up well for you at all. Then I call my fiance and say, you better put her ass on a bus out of town or we are completely finished. We were going to be finished anyway, but I just decided to, say that. So, yeah, like I said, oh, shoot. Sorry. Chicken was done in the oven. So it's like, while I get it, and you're angry, and you're pissed off and everything, you don't want to get law enforcement involved, all right? You just don't. it can happen to, it can happen to anybody, even someone as seemingly, even killed as me.
Oh, I would not want to make you angry. I know you a little bit now. It's only been like 5 years, so I know you a little bit. I would not want to make you angry.
No, I mean, my grandma, she was the one. Well, I found out later. She's like, I knew your grandfather was sleeping around, but he's dead, so I can talk to you about this because you're older now. I'm like, oh, I didn't need to freaking know that. I needed to freaking know that.
You're like, no, grandma, no, no,
This
Nana, no.
this was the woman. Okay, they lived in Jacksonville. Jackson was already crazy. All right, this was the woman who, because my grandfather was out late that night, and she wasn't happy about it. First of all, she locked the gate because there's, doesn't open the gate to drive into the carport. She locked the gate. And then when he came home, she went out there with a gun. I'm like, okay, so we were staying at my grandparents' house for like the summer. So I'm just like, what is she doing? Then when she comes back in, she's like, oh no, I just wanted to scare him. I'm like, oh my God, grandma, you're freaking nuts. Yeah, they're crazy. At least you didn't drive over him. Yeah. I was really freaking angry. I was really angry. So angry, I was listening to Alanis Morissette and said, yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. He had it coming. Yeah. Revenge quests are super tempting. I've been there. Yeah, they are. It's like, yeah. I'm sure the warning signs were there. He was
It's in your
obviously
blood.
ignoring them because
It's in your blood. So if you are a man and you're thinking romantic thoughts about this amazing young lady, first of all, obviously a good choice. But second, she might make you less able-bodied if you do something silly. So don't be silly. Don't do silly things around Lorena.
Yeah.
It's that Creole blood. I'm like, oh no.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Creole women are crazy, but we're crazy in a different way. It's like we don't really want to go. We won't key your car, but we will cook you something that will make you very, very sick for several days. Just saying. That's kind of how mom comes through. Yeah, that was hilarious. I'm like, who is it? I'm gonna call my mom, and she's just like, okay.
I think mom was a good call, Lorena. I'm just gonna say, moderated your approach to the situation.
Yeah. He didn't just say, was it me? Oh no, he knew he was busted. See, here's my thing. It's like, even though you see signs somebody could potentially be cheating, you need hard evidence. And I'm one of those people with hard evidence. I'm like, I called your house and some chick picked up. Who the bleep is she? Yeah. So needless to say, we did not get married. I gave him his ring back and said, have a nice life with you and your side piece. You deserve each other. Leave me alone.
Rough.
Leave me alone. Would you believe he came by my house to tell me he had a date one night?
Well, I mean, for some guys, it's, after they lose the better part of themselves, because clearly he lost you. They have to go, hey, I was able to almost replace you kind of a little bit, sort of. I'm just saying. What happened now?
Erica, I feel you. I feel
Read
you.
this out loud. Read
We're
this
both
out loud.
we're both Latinas, so I can understand this. I found my ex-husband's adulterous girlfriend's diary and wrote her a note. I mean, I know it sucked, but that was a gangster response.
I'm sure it was something like, hey, enjoy the 45 seconds at a time you get some kind of feeling from this man. Have a great night. Something like that. I mean, that would have been a swing for the fence. I'm a jerk. Though. This is still Welcome to Florida, right? No, I thought it was Gangster Night with Lorraine is what I thought it was.
Well, it is a Florida story because
You were in Florida.
I was in Florida. I was in college in Florida. I was in Florida and literally could make one phone call and the entire family out of Putnam County would have rolled down, including my two cousins who were 6'2" and 6'3" respectively. Yeah. Because they did tell me that. They were like, you want me to come down there? I'm like, no, he's not worth it time to come down there. No, I got it. Okay, let me know because I know some people down there. I'm like, yes, I know. Hey, Florence. And yet you said first engagement, so there was another one after that. That's a story for another time. That's going to be a Reina's True Hollywood Stories for another time. Both ended for very, very, very good reasons. So I'll talk about that. I'm very much like my mom and call her. So that trash. All right, but I'm just saying.
I'm not saying.
I'm just saying. Not saying I agree, but I understand.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
We understand, but you don't have to say it.
No, it's okay if you're running scenarios in your head and right. Okay, but you know what? Especially when you're so blind, you get the wrong car. Just no. It's freaking no. At least you didn't go the super glue route. Nope. Yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. You know what? Now that I think about it, I actually entertained hot wiring his car, but that would have been GTA, and I was trying to do that in real life.
Yeah, let's leave that in the video game and do something else, boy.
Yeah, but the thought did entertain me. So anyway, just saying, there before the grace of God go I, because I understand what that's like, but don't go to jail and don't bring somebody younger, especially a minor, into your infernal life.
No.
No. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do this at all. But again, I don't agree. Definitely don't agree about this one. Florida woman arrested for throwing condiments and running over ex-boyfriend with Range Rover.
Okay.
This could have been me. Oh my gosh, Punta Gorda. Of all places. There's so many old people in Punta Gorda. I had an ex-boyfriend that lived in Punta Gorda. A Punta Gorda woman threw ketchup, mustard, and eggs at her ex-boyfriend's car and then hit him with her Range Rover. It's not 19. Y'all, again, I get it. I mean, if you just have to get a knife and, carve up your cutting board, that's okay. That's okay. I mean, you can picture in your mind hitting them with the Range Rover, but you don't want to do that.
No, you don't want to do that.
You don't want to.
You don't want to do that.
He dodged the condiments, but not the Range Rover. Man. Yoshabel Edward. Again, I'm gonna guess that she's probably that she may be Haitian just from the last name. Was arrested Friday after the incident in the parking lot at Hampton Point Apartments on Luther Road. Edward allegedly threw eggs at her boyfriend's car before escalating the situation, then doused the vehicle with ketchup and mustard. Well, I mean that kind of stuff can get washed off easily. So I'll not saying I agree, but I understand it's temporary vandalism. Put it that way. Throwing eggs, ketchup and mustard. Let's see. Moments later, deputies say the suspect came speeding around the corner in her Range Rover and struck the victim with her vehicle.
Ouchie.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know what a Range Rover is, it's basically a British SUV.
It's a brick. It's a British brick vehicle.
Yes.
That apparently is now going to be pink and electric here soon. So good luck with that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're gonna finish destroying Jaguar and move on to the Range Rover, kid. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not
Really?
kidding. That ain't a joke. That's truth. That's the truth.
Okay,
It's actual.
I'm going to say a country that at one time had the most powerful military in the freaking world,
Yes.
with the phrase of the sun never sets on the British Empire, actually gave letters of marque to people to make them privateers, basically jack Spanish and French ships
Yeah.
and bring the booty back home.
Yeah. Well, hey, there was a lot of booty back then for the English Empire.
Yeah, especially, just jack a Spanish galleon before they leave St. Augustine.
Yeah.
And you're gonna make pink Jaguars. And
Well, I mean, when I say that, I'm just saying is they're going to feminize them just like they did the Jaguars. So you have the feminine Jaguar coming out. Plus, you have the E-Type, I think it's called, that's catching on fire in people's garages as we speak, and those are electric. And what happened? Do you have to sell your pink? I don't know, dude. I tell you what, you don't have to work for Mary Kay anymore. You just have to have enough money to buy it. It's coming, kids. I'm just telling you. You're going to be able to get, I think, baby blue and the really weird pink color that they have in your Range Rovers. By the way, the only decent car they sell anymore, it's not the Jaguars anymore, because the E-Types are shit. But it's the what do you call it? It's the big one, the one everybody wants of the Range Rover. What's it called? It's the G-Wagon. Is it a G-Wagon? Yeah, it's the G-Wagon, the E90, right? It's, or whatever it's called. Yeah.
LOL, the Reina Creole, all empires die. Yes, I know. England dies of pink vehicles and non-military conquest.
Well, they sold it. They you know that whole company, right? Jaguar or Land Rover sold to Tata, which is an automotive company in India. So, I mean, does it surprise anybody that the Indians are confused what anybody else on the planet wants? I mean, I'm just saying they have very strange ideas that are put there by other people that are not operating in India's best, interest.
No.
And I feel bad because I mean, I like India a lot, and I watch their stuff. I watch their stuff. You watch their stuff. They make great stuff.
I watch their stuff. Just a bit of advice: women don't want pink cars. Okay, now you put out a Jaguar with a Tiffany blue finish, I will freaking buy that sucker.
Those are really pretty. That would be really pretty, but
I would buy that. But
yeah, I tell you what, just don't get one of their electric things till they figure out that electricity and batteries can catch fire, because apparently they don't get that part of the electric vehicle yet. Anyway.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
Oh, we tangented. I feel bad. for the tangent.
We're definitely doing this tonight. Deputies say the victim's body was struck by the SUV, slamming him
Ouch.
into the windshield and shattering the glass. He
Ouchie.
was then flung off the hood onto the. Oh my gosh! No! Oh, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office confirmed that Edward intentionally ran over her ex, and she has been arrested and charged with bodily harm. Okay, Edward has since been released from jail after posting bond. Meanwhile, the victim was treated by paramedics at the scene and transported to a local hospital for further care. The victim is now out of the hospital, but suffering from several fractures. Yeah. I mean, wouldn't that be attempted murder with a vehicle? And if she's out on, but see, that's what I said. That's attempted murder. So how did she? I want to know how high her bond was, because that bond must have been pretty freaking high. And I want to know what sugar daddy paid it, because this was the ex-boyfriend. You know, she's lucky she didn't get worse charges. Well, it looks like the charges were pending with this one, because she was arrested, and charged with bodily harm. I think that's what they started with, but they may have escalated that, because I don't see how. Well, the person, yeah, should have been attempted murder. Mm-hmm. She looked the least psycho of three, but she's the most. Satan, again, y'all are familiar with the crazy hot scale, right? Right? This is like that danger zone where, you know, they're like hot to really hot, but can flip out, you know, like strippers named Tiffany. Go watch that video. This is the prime example of crazy hot.
Oh, the scale. Yeah. So
Yes.
if you're going to be, okay, so here's the crazy hot scale. If you're going to be this crazy, you have to be this hot so that you fall along this line. So you have to, in order for these things to work, you have to be like this crazy to this hot, or this crazy to this hot. So that's how that works.
Yeah.
So someday we'll have to play the video on the crazy hot scale, and then we'll probably have to play the men's version of that, because it's a little simpler.
Yeah, I may have to react to that, because it's completely true.
Yeah, it's true.
It's completely true. I mean, there's a unicorn zone, the fun zone, the no-go zone, the fun zone, and then there's the danger zone, and then there's the unicorn area.
Yeah. It's true.
Women are at least a 5 crazy. That, you know, yeah, it you know, it totally is. I lean into that. You know, I'm the kind that'll do stuff like, you know, go on a date and, you know, order one of those Cornish hen chickens, and while I'm talking, I'm totally carving up that chicken very methodically. I can be really scared. It wasn't on purpose. It was just logical, just like how I cut chicken up or whatever. I'm just doing that. Dude's just like, you're very precise with that. I'm like, oh, thank you. You totally need to react to that as a PSA. I did that like years ago when the Queen's Counsel show was around.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that show. That's been a long time.
Yeah, I think I was somewhere on my channel.
I blame Christy. You blame
Christy.
Yeah, I miss Christy. I need to reach out. I have her number. I should call her.
I do. I miss her.
Say, remember me, you crazy lady.
You want to be happy the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife.
If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, don't make a pretty woman your wife.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny. I mean, I had somebody tell me, you're too pretty. I can't trust you. I'm like, oh, well, it sounds like a personal problem. I don't know. Had nothing to do with that. Norda Poopus says, I'm glad I'm ugly and poor, therefore safe from the crazy. No, you're not. Little friendly advice. No, you're not. There's always something. You can be poor in money, but rich in something else. I'm just saying. I know I'm dry. I have no loyalty to the quote unquote sisterhood. I'll let you guys know all the details. Well, this is gonna be our last story of the night. Women suing Orlando strip club for denying them entrance without a man. Now, the reason that I'm bringing this story up, considering just how crazy the subject is, the strip club where this happened was one that at one time I considered getting a job at, and not as a cocktail waitress. Okay. I was in grad school and poor, and they like cut my assistantship by 50% and didn't tell people. And I'm like, okay, what can I do to make up the money? And had somebody tell me, well, you should work at Rachel's. I'm like, what are you talking? No, really. You could make a lot of money. Little did I know, there were some other chicks in engineering who were working at the strip club. Oh my gosh. Yeah, for real. So that's why Rachel should no, I wasn't going to be a DJ because that was not where the money was coming from. Yeah. Considered doing the pole work, but I saw a movie called The Players Club, and that changed my mind real quick. Not to mention, some of my cousin's friends found out about it. Yeah, wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be good. So I decided maybe I'd try to work with Hooters, but I didn't. But again, it's okay to theorize about certain choices, but then you eventually come to your senses. Prime won for $5. Thank you so very much. Let me hit you with this. Woo-hoo! I see Culture back there dancing. I love it.
That's one of my favorite songs. And what's great about it is that was at the end of Captain EO. We're sending out a miracle, and this is our message to you. It's so great, man.
I miss Captain EO at Disneyland.
You're just another part of me.
I will never forget that because Camber Girl went to the one at Disney World, but when we went to Disneyland, she was like, "Oh, it's so good, I love it." Yeah, I love that darn song. I miss that.
I can't sing that high anymore. I used to be able to.
Prime One, thanks for that $5 super chat, my darling.
Too much testosterone.
That's okay. Testosterone's good. I stopped dating crazy women a long time ago. Any man who says they're better in bed didn't have much dating experience. It's not worth it.
No.
It's not worth it to stick your nether regions in crazy.
No.
It's not.
No.
I can't tell you how many guys I've tried to be polite and say, don't do it. She's nuts. Don't do it. No, really, she really likes me.
No.
Don't do it.
Keep your eye on the sparrow.
Yeah, don't do it. And then the next week or so, I see them just looking really, really sad, pissed off. The car got keyed, money's gone, and you're no, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it at all. So thank you, Prime One, for that. I sure do appreciate that super chat. You guys, super chats help keep the channel running. All the stuff put together, pay for all the things, and to continue to bring you guys amazing Amazing content. Let's see. So, two women have filed a lawsuit claiming they were denied entry into a Central Florida strip club because they weren't with a man. I'm a woman and I consider that suspect. One of the two women who filed the lawsuit says she was a regular at Rachel's Adult Entertainment on South Orange Avenue, but in her previous visits, she'd always been with a man. A lawyer for the two women provided WESH News 2 News with video they filmed as they were being turned away. We don't let people in by themselves because you come here looking for your husbands, your boyfriends, and we don't want a domestic situation, someone in the video can be heard saying. And I 100% agree with this. Well, I'm not going to say how I know, but I do. Usually strip clubs are full of men. Okay. Men and whatever female they happen to be with, who that's their thing that they like to do. Okay. You usually do not see single women going there. And usually it's because they heard so-and-so was at the strip club, or so-and-so had the bachelor party at the strip club. And first she said it was okay. Then all of a sudden she changed her mind and she's coming down there to drag you out.
Yeah, can I just say that, I understand the bachelor parties, but those need to be purely stag. They need to be you and the guys playing cards. Maybe you smoke a cigar if that's in your favor. You might have some adult beverages. That's fine. First of all, hanging around with naked women together in that kind of a friend group, that's really creepy. And like watching the movies, the movies that guys watch together, that's like, you think about it, you around a bunch of dudes, and that's not a good look. I'm just saying, it's a good card night. It's a good like Vegas road trip situation for sure. Just don't do the hangover bit. That's bad.
Oh God.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like make it about the boys. If you make it about the boys and there ain't no girls, nobody makes any mistakes. And I'm just saying, it's just more better. And trust me, it's uncomfortable for some people, because it's just like you especially with a proper upbringing, you're like, I don't need to get out any oats. My oats have been soaked. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need any of that. No more wild oats soaking anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And not in front of your friends. You want to soak your oats in front of friends. That's a different kind of party, kids. And you're usually over in Boys Town with some rainbows. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Stripper don't love you, and she's basically there to shake you down. And for people to get evidence that you were there.
Other problem. Yeah, because someday, when you're trying to be a district attorney, people are going to find out that you were there. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Is this you? Yeah. Yeah. Don't want to do that. Yeah. Don't want to do that.
Yeah, dude. You could get not everybody's Elon. You can't have 14 baby mamas, dude. Not everybody has that kind of cash. Just saying. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, if he's got agreeable parties, it's cool. He could definitely afford the child support. I'm just saying. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Not exactly in your best interest.
No, don't do that.
So apparently the lawsuit claims, Rachel's told the women they couldn't come in and be without a man because they might take a man's attention away from the strippers.
That's true. It's a problem.
Yeah. They might be looking for their husbands and cause drama. Also true. According to the lawsuit, the staff also said the women were not allowed in without a man to prevent prostitution. Okay. Not quite sure, considering what I've heard about certain strip clubs, but probably threw that in there for good measure. The women's lawyer says the reasons provided, especially the one about prostitution, violate the women's human rights. I wonder if they have one of those slip and fall attorneys. Yeah,
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 probably.
like Mark Levin likes to call it, slip and fall attorneys instead of
Yeah.
ambulance chasers. Let's see. The women sued Rachel's for discrimination under Orange County's human rights ordinance, but in May, a judge dismissed the suit, saying that the county's rule is preempted by the state's Civil Rights Act. Okay, look, private property is not obligated
No.
to do anything for you.
No.
Okay. They're
they can bake any kind of naked cake they want to. It's fine.
Exactly.
Or not naked cake. Maybe they don't want to make a naked cake. You don't know.
But it's just like, look, it's a strip club that caters to a certain type of personnel.
Clientele.
Not a clientele. I can't believe it's a person. Clientele. And they do not have to take you.
No.
And for various reasons, they have this this
rule.
policy.
Rule.
So
now it would be different if they weren't enforcing the rule with everybody equally. Then you got a problem. Then you got a case.
Yes. Exactly. So,
but you got no case. If this is a hard and fast rule and they honor it every time, you got nothing. You got nothing.
Yeah, you don't have bupkis.
Bupkis. There's the word. Bupkis.
Do not have bupkis whatsoever. This was funny. This was an absolute blast. Yes, Florida woman is crazy, and you know what? We didn't even get through half the stories that I
No, we never do. This is always the one where we don't like the ladies. When the ladies are involved, it's like we got too much material. And I know, not everybody likes bingo, but when we do bingo nights, the ladies are always the ones with like the 37 things that get checked off the bingo card. So I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Just saying. Yeah, just saying. Well, folks, we're gonna wrap up the stream tonight. Oh my God, Prime is just like making it
boom,
making it rain in here.
It's like we're in a strip club.
This is awesome. Let's see. Let's hit you up with the. Oh, here's a classic. Two live crew. That's all I'm going to say. Prime one.
That's the one you almost always get clipped for, isn't it?
No, that was Riding Dirty. I had to cut a little short.
Trying to get me riding dirty.
Yeah, Chameleonaire was claiming me. I'm like, well, my fault. It was a second over what it should have been. So
did you reach out to Chameleonaire and say, bro, I gotta use your song, dude? Come on now. Look at this. It's a crane. You want a crane?
Chameleonaire's like, bump you, pay me.
Bump you. Bump you.
I'm censoring that if you've ever seen Goodfellas. I'm saying.
Yeah.
So thank you, Prime, for this $5 super chat. Snuck that in there. Appreciate you. Wow. I avoid clubs because the women be all over me for lots of money. And when we're not doing anything, and the men kept staring at me, wondering who I am.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. That's not Karen Prime.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
That just confirmed it. Well, thank you so much for that, my dear. Love the super chat. Appreciate the super chat.
Boom.
Thank you.
Boom.
Yes, please do hit that like button. Yes, indeed. Yes,
you gotta love the maple leaf.
Yes. Yeah. Jacqueline says Reina Creole women just needs to go to a lesbian bar or something like that. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, like, sometimes. Well, I'm not going to say that, and I don't want to have to explain how I know that, so I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah, she should have just went there. I mean, or my favorite, just go to Hooters. Honestly, they got great wings.
They're dead. They're dying. They're going to be bankrupt. What are you talking about?
Yeah, shoot. Dang it.
By the way, Lorena, I can't ask this question on the air. Man, I'm like running up against it right now. We can end the show. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Well, you can ask me.
I wasn't gonna ask that question. I might even know the answer, which is another problem. I'm gonna be quiet.
None of these women beat the Hooter girl trying to seduce the cop. That
Dude. Okay, just so you know, the very first video on my reaction channel, which will be started this month because I've got like a few now built up. By the way, smoking gun and the Florida sunshine laws are my best friend right now. So I'm just saying, when that channel launches, that's the first video out the gate. It's that crazy, Hooters chick who drank the like bar before she decided to drive home. This is not good.
Daddy.
I'm going to say this. You do not call a cop daddy. I'm going to say that's a bad plan.
No. You don't do that.
No, you don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
This show brought to you by Prime -1 and people like you.
That's right. It's true. It's true.
Freaking love that. I love that. Oh my gosh. Well, as usual, time flies way too fast on this show. Culture, what you got going on? Let folks know about.
Well, I'm still on my Sunday hiatus, so I won't be doing a Sunday night show. I might appear on somebody else's channel. I don't know. But we have this magical time change thing, which I hate the most, by the way.
I do too.
And so now you need to look at your clocks, because if you happen to live in the one state or any of the Indian reservations or other territories that do not celebrate time change, you might be surprised that in your area, I'm going to be an hour earlier. Otherwise, it'll be the same in the 6 Minute Daily. So tomorrow, you're going to get an early morning video, and you're going to get the 6 Minute Daily, which is going to get set up as soon as we're done here so that I could actually eat dinner and go to bed, because I are tired. I'm having fun, Lorena. I hope you are too. This has been a good time. So downloads. This might be the last time you have to change your clocks. There's another set of legislation going through both of the Senate and the House right now that are going to actually progress this year, and we may not have to go back. Never go back.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Because I freaking hate daylight.
It's very dumb. I would take one more change, right, to just move the clock back to where it was. I want to get that hour back. You know what I'm saying? But if no matter what, if it just stuck where it is, I'd be good. I don't want to have to count time zones when I'm doing stuff. It's dumb. Don't make dumb things. Stop making dumb things.
Stop making dumb stuff. Oh, folks, you've got to subscribe to Culture's channel. He has so much stuff going on. Awesome.
Well, not as much as you. You beat me. You know what? I gave up. I was like, I'm going to compete with Lorena. I'm going to do all the videos, do all the live streams, and I can't keep up. You win. I give up. I'm done.
You seem like you're more busier than I am.
Yeah, but that's because I go on other people's channels. That's not work. That's not work. Okay. That's not work. That's fun. I got to have fun today. We talked about crazy hot scale, Lorena being a criminal, and a bunch of other cool stuff. So I was excited. Yeah. It was a good time.
Yeah, I really am a nice lady. I just don't put up a lot of crap. I'm just saying.
I will not pull up. I will not be okay with your male foolishness. I'm gonna come get you. No more foolishness. No. I'm having. Yeah. I'm kind of worried. If Lorena decides that she doesn't like me anymore, I'm gonna hide. So,
I like you.
Oh, I know.
I like you.
I know.
I like you.
What you got coming up, dear?
Let's see. What am I doing? Okay, so tomorrow I will be coming to you live from Epcot. The Flower and Garden Show has kicked off. So I want to, as usual, go show you guys the topiaries and everything, and we just might catch a performance by Air Supply. So we may check that out. For you kids who don't know who Air Supply is,
I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you.
Yeah,
I know you were right.
Yeah, I'm just lost in love. You know?
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go. It's another great
Yeah.
film.
Yeah. Within the first Deadpool movie, I'm just so we're gonna have fun doing that tomorrow. I think it's at 5. I think it's at 5:15 or so. We're gonna get started. Tuesday, of course, the Spice Lounge. My goodness gracious, we have so much to talk about. Apparently, Snape is black now. So we're going to be talking about that
Oh,
for the new
it ain't just Snape.
no?
Oh no.
Really?
Holy race swap Batman.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, when did they decide this at the racial
Well,
draft?
I don't know, but Forrest Whitaker is getting a gig. So, you know, as much as I like him as an actor, I never pictured him being the character they slated him for. And I'm going to let you reveal that tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I'm making sure about nothing.
I'm just saying.
Can't fight this. I thought that was Speedwagon.
But I can't fight. That is REO Speedwagon. But I can't fight this feeling anymore.
And man, if you watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you know that's a JoJo reference, right?
I've forgotten what
Speedwagon Foundation. Oh my gosh. Let's see. What am I doing Wednesday? Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a gaming stream. I'm going to be playing Infinity Nikki. If you like to collect Barbies when you were a girl with all the outfits and everything, this game is definitely for you. So I'm going to be live streaming that. Let's see. Thursday off. Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Getting back to streaming yet again. The Otome game, Love in Deep Space. So we've got some ASMR going on. Me reacting to some of the 5-star cards and the stories, and of course doing some polls to see which cards we get, because I need to level up my teams, which have the respective potential husbandos in there. So we're gonna have fun doing that. And of course, Saturday morning, Resort Recon live show where we're going to have a whole week to chew on that disaster known as South by Southwest. And Mr. Skinny Jeans, Josh tomorrow. So we're going to be talking about that. Also more epic universe news. And let's see, Saturday at 8 p.m., watch party for one of my favorite films, Starship Troopers. So we're going to have a watch party for Starship Troopers. Next Sunday, we're going to be talking about the Irish in Florida.
Ooh.
More specifically, the Irish in Spanish Florida. So we're going to be talking about that. Yes, your girl has a link to all of that. So we're going to be talking about that. Lots of folks don't understand that the Irish have been in America for quite some time.
Did they bring potatoes with them?
Nah, no potatoes. No potatoes. They were down here in the South, so it was sweet potatoes.
Not any small potatoes, anyway.
Nah, no small ones anyway. But it's very interesting. So we're going to be looking at that, especially as that's the day before St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to talk about that. Hey, Demogenite, thank you so very much, my dear, for that. I sure do appreciate that. Here you go. I hit you with Chris. I have to edit the holy hand grenade thing because I keep getting claimed. I think it was 1 second.
Stop it.
Hashtag pimp raid. Thank you, Jamal.
Hey, I love that guy. I might be going to hang out with Valiant, so I don't know if he's still working, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, we've got the Lord Commander, the Dark.
We do. I love this guy. He's this is a real one, folks. He needs to be more subscribed than he is. He is a good dude.
Go and check out his channel, Spellbroken Live, Spellbroken Gaming, and videos he has dropped as well. He says, "Hello, beautiful Reina Creole. Subculture.
What's up, dude? What's up, man? He's such a
Thank
good
you
guy.
so very much, my dear. So
All right.
thank you so much. Jacqueline says, Reina Creole, shout out to the JoJo fans. Yes, the creator references a
Yep.
lot of 80s rock. Yeah, he also referenced some R&B, especially Jodeci.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Freaking You by Jodeci.
Really? Okay. All right. I gotta go. I have to. I guess I missed. I gotta go watch JoJo.
But,
Then.
but,
All
but
right.
it's in Golden Wind, and I did not like that one really. I only went
Yeah,
back to watch it so I can understand what happened
fair
in
enough.
like a later one, because that's not my favorite one. And the end credits ran, and I'm like, are they playing Freaking You by Joe? What?
What?
I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Go back and watch the Golden Wind. He's in the end credits. They're playing Freaking You by Jodeci. Hey, Ginger Ninja says just hopping in to say hello to all. Well, hello. Can't wait to come back to Orlando. So I can see. I'm still planning that. I'm still trying to go to Japan within the next few years, man. It's all work.
Oh, you're gonna love it. Oh, by the way, Odell Beckham Jr. was just named in a Diddy suit.
Odell.
Odell Beckham Jr., the ODB from the New York Jets. The wide receiver.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Just
Oh.
I'm getting news splashes everywhere. So. Hey. Okay.
But yeah, that's what we got going on. Lots of stuff going on this week on the channel. As always, I appreciate you guys being here. The likes, especially much love to the chat. You guys are the best chat like ever. Love you guys. Have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Watch this on the replay. #replay crew, and we will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.